Good morning, students. Students, this lesson is of class 9 for the subject of mathematics, topic frequency distribution, and is being submitted to you on 10th May 2021. Students, let us start today's lesson with the important terms of this chapter. So let us start with the first word, that is data. Now let us understand what do you mean by data? Now children, data is information or given facts in numerical figures. Now whenever the informations are written in the form of numerical figures, that becomes an data. Now there are two types of data. The first one is primary data and the another one is secondary data. Now children, in primary data, data that is collected by researchers directly from the main source. Okay. And the secondary data that is collected by someone other than the primary users. I repeat, primary data is collected by the research directly from the main sources. Secondary data that is collected by someone other than the primary users. Now, children, our next very important term in frequency distribution is variable. Now, let us understand what is a variable. Now, children, whenever any quantity that has to be measured in the survey, that becomes a variable. So now, children, suppose if we are looking for the height, age of the children, income of the workers, number of members in a family. Okay, so these are your variables. Actually, variable is a quantity which is being measured in a survey and can take different values. Is it clear, children? Now, again, we have two types of variable, that is continuous variable and another one is discontinuous variable. Okay. Now, children, let's see what is continuous variable. Now, children, whenever a variable can take any value between two given values, okay, so that becomes the continuous variable, like height of the students of class 9th A. Okay, so it can vary from person to person or children to children. Now, next is discontinuous variable. Now, variable which cannot take all possible values between two given values. So like number of students of class 9A. Okay. Now next one is range. Now children, the range is the difference between the maximum and minimum value of a variable. Okay, in a information or in a given data, you have to find the difference between maximum and minimum value of the variable. That will become its range. Okay. Now let's discuss the variate. What is the meaning of variate? Children, a particular value of a variable is called the variate. Okay. So actually it is the observation. Variate is the particular value of a variable. Now frequency. The number of times an observation occurs in a given data. Now children, suppose the height of a child is the height is 140 centimeter and it is repeating 5 times. So 5 is the frequency of that observation. Okay, children. Now frequency distribution table. Now children, this is a tabular representation of a given numerical data showing the frequency of different variates. Okay, so in frequency distribution table, you are having the variable and you are having its frequency and telemark. Okay, children, I hope you are clear with all the basic terms used in this frequency distribution. Now, children, let us discuss the questions from your book exercise 15. Now, children, in the first one, that is question number 8, number of children in 40 families are given, like 1, 2, 6, 5, 1, 3, and so on to Now, children, you have to find the range of the data. Okay, and then you have to represent it in the form of frequency distribution. Now, children, we have just discussed that the range of the data will be the highest value minus minimum value. So let's see which one is the highest. Now, in the given information, the highest maximum value is 6 and the minimum value is 0. So now, children, can you tell me what will be the range? Range of this will be 6 minus 0, that is 6. So the range of the given data is your 6. I hope you are clear with the word range. Okay, you have to find the difference of the maximum and the minimum value. Now, children, let's represent this information in the form of frequency distribution table. Now, children, you will make 3 columns here. And in the first one, you will write all the members in the given data. So you have numbers from 0 to 6. 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you will write in the first column, you will write all the numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the tally mark, and then you will write in the third one, you will write the frequency. Now, children, for each entry, you have to put a slanting line. Okay, you have to put a line for each entry. So now, children, here it is 1. So you will put a line in the where it is written 1. Now, after 4 entries, you will put a diagonal line so that it will show you the bunch of 5. Okay, children. So you can see that this is your tally mark table. Now, after completing, you will get 0 children, that is 4, 1 children in a family, that is 7, 2, 12, 3, 5. So, children, these are your frequencies. Okay, children. So now in these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are called the variates because they can take the values as 0, 1, 2, 3 and all. And on the extreme right, these are the frequencies of the variates. Okay, children. So I hope you are clear with the frequency and the variates. Okay, children. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is grouped data or classified data. Now, children, in the previous table, you can call this table as a ungrouped frequency distribution table because the variate is taking single values. Okay, so this is called simple or ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now, children, again, your group data is divided into 2 forms, that is a continuous exclusive form, and the second one is discontinuous inclusive form. Now, children, let us discuss the first grouped form, that is continuous form. Now, children, in the continuous form, your upper limit is excluded and the lower limit is included. Let me tell you first that what is continuous and exclusive form. Now, children, in this, when your class interval is like 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, then next one is 30 to 40. Now, children, in this, all the lower limits are included. Like this is your class interval. And here 10 is included, but 20 is excluded. That's why this is called exclusive form, or you can call this as a continuous form. Is it clear, children? I repeat, in continuous form, your lower limit is included while your upper limit is excluded. Now, children, let's have a look on the discontinuous or inclusive form. Now, children, in this, you have the class intervals like 0 to 10. Then it's 11 to 20. You can see the difference. Here it is 0 to 10. Then it is 11 to 20. Then it is 21 to 30. Then it's not from 30 to 40. It is 31 to 40. So now children, this is called discontinuous form. And in this form, all whether limit, upper limit and lower limit, both the limits are included. Now children, let's take one example. Now, like you have a class interval as 0 to 10. And in this 0 and 10, both are included. It means upper limit as well as your lower limit is included. Is it clear, children? I hope you are clear with the continuous form and discontinuous form. Now, children, let's take examples to understand this in a better way. Now, children, in this, you have to construct a frequency distribution table using equal class intervals, one of them being 9 to 12, where 12 is not included. Okay, and the observations are given 18, 12, 7, 6, 11, 15, and so on to 16. Okay, children. Now you have to make the class interval as it is 9 to 12. So now, and it is written here that it is your 12 is not included. It means, children, here we are making a continuous form. What we are making? We are making continuous form. Okay, children. So let's make the continuous form or exclusive form. Okay, children. So let's see, because it is given in the question, you have to make 9 to 12. So let's start our interval from 6 to 9 first. Okay. And then you have to make your 9 to 12, then 12 to 15, 15 to 18, 18 to 21, 21 to 24. Now, children, for each entry, you have to put a line. You have to put a stroke. Now, 6 to 9, whatever comes, and here 9 is excluded. Okay, in 6 to 9. So, when you count it, there will be 5. So, what is the frequency here? 5. Now, children, here 9 to 12, 9 is included, but 12 is excluded. So, your value is 4, which is equal to 4. Now, 12 to 15, again, here 12 is included and 15 is excluded. Okay, so there are 4 values. So, your frequency is 4. Now, similarly, you will complete the whole table. Is it clear, children? So, this table is in continuous exclusive form in which the upper limit is not included. I hope, children, you are clear with this. Now, children, I am giving you 3-minute break. You can pause this audio or video and revise the following terms. The first one is variable, second one is range, and the third one is frequency. Now, children, let us discuss the important terms related to the group data. Now, the first one is class boundaries. Now, children, in the continuous or exclusive form, the upper and lower limit of a class are known as the true upper limit and true lower limit. Now, children, I have given an example. Now, you can see in 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Here, your true lower limit is 10 and true upper limit is 20. Okay, so in continuous form, the actual class interval is your true upper limit and true lower limit. Now, while in discontinuous form and it is in inclusive form, your upper limit and true upper limit you have to calculate. Okay, so it is 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. Now, children, here you have to calculate the true upper limit and true lower limit. So it means, children, first you have to convert this into continuous form. I repeat, first you have to convert your discontinuous form in the continuous form. And now, children, how can you find that continuous form? That will be, you have to add the true upper limit and true lower limit, and you will get 10 plus 11 upon 2, that is 21 upon 2, and it will give you 10.5. Okay, so what will be the upper limit and true lower limit? 0.5 and 10.5. And here now, if you find it, it will be 10.5 and 20.5. Okay, children. So this is the way you can find the true upper limit and true lower limit. Now, children, let's discuss the class size. Now, children, the class size is the difference between the true upper limit and true lower limit of a class. Okay, you have to find the difference of true upper limit and lower limit. Now, class mark. Now, children, the class mark is the value midway between its actual lower and upper limit. You have to find the center value midway between the actual lower limit and upper limit. Now, children, let's see. I have discussed right now that how to convert the discontinuous to continuous form. Now, children, in this you have to, there are rules. Now, first what you will find the adjustment factor. And how can you find the adjustment factor? That will be lower limit of a class minus upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. Now I repeat again. Now you have to first find the adjustment factor, that is lower limit of a class minus upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. Then children, you have to subtract the adjustment factor from each lower limit while you have to add the factors to each of the upper limit. Now children, by using these two steps, our discontinuous form will be converted into continuous exclusive form. Now children, let's take an example to understand this in a better way. Now let's see, your first one is convert the following frequency distribution to exclusive form. Now children, just read out. Your class interval is given 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59. And frequencies are also given, that is 7, 9, 13, 6, 3 and 10. So now children, you have to convert this discontinuous form into continuous form. So children, I told you right now that you have to find the adjustment factor first. So let me tell you how will you find the adjustment factor. Now children, what you will do, you will take the lower limit of one class minus the upper limit of the previous class. I repeat again. Now children, you have to take the lower limit of a class minus the upper limit of the previous class. Then whatever you get, you have to divide by 2. So now children, you can see here 35 minus 34 divided by 2 is equal to 0.5. Is it clear, children? Now this is your first step. Your first step is to find the adjustment factor. Now children, after finding the adjustment factor, what you will do? You will subtract the lower limit with 0.5. You have to subtract all the lower limits with 0.5 while you have to add the adjustment factor on the upper limit. Okay, so I repeat, all the lower limits you will subtract with the adjustment factor, while on the upper side you will add the adjustment factor. So let me see. It's 30 minus 0.5, that is 29.5. And I told you that in the upper limit you have to add. So it will become 34.5. Now children, tell me 35 to 39. Now can you tell me what will be the lower limit now? Because you have to subtract. So it will be 34.5 and your upper limit will be 39.5 because you have to add. So similarly, you can do all the class intervals and you will get your continuous form in discontinuous form into continuous. You can see that it is 29.5 to 34.5. Then it is 34.5 to 39.5. Okay, it says now it is in the continuous form. Now children, you have to answer the following. You have to tell the fourth class interval. Now, can you tell me which is the fourth class interval? This is first, second, third, fourth. This is your fourth class interval. Is it clear, children? Now, let's see. You have to tell the class boundaries of fifth class interval. Now, let's see which one is the fifth one. This is your fifth, 49.5 to 54.5. Okay. Now next you have to tell the class mark of the third interval. Now children, let's circle the third class interval. Your third class interval is 39.5 to 44.5. Now children, how can we find the class mark? I told you it is the midway between the lower limit and the upper limit. So how will you find out? You will add both the values divided by 2. You will get the mid value. 39.5 plus 44.5 divided by 2. So your final answer is 42. Is it clear, children? After dividing by 2, you will get 42. Now next you have to tell the class size of the sixth interval. Now let's see which one is the sixth interval. Your sixth interval is 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 54.5 to 59.5. Now class size is the upper limit minus the lower limit. So 59.5 minus 54.5 will be 5. I hope children you are clear with this question. It is very easy. Now let's move on to the question number 14. Now children, you have to construct a cumulative frequency table. Okay, so the first one is 0 to 6, that is 7. Next is 6 to 12, 11, 12 to 18, 8, 18 to 24, 14, 24 to 30, 12. Okay, children, you have to make cumulative frequency table. Now, children, in this, what you will do, you have to add the previous frequencies of the class with that particular class. Now, I'll tell you, you have a class interval 0 to 6 and the frequency is 7. Then 6 to 12, frequency is 11. 12 to 18, it's 8. 18 to 24, 14. 24 to 30, it's 12. Now, children, in the frequency distribution table, you have to make one more column, that is cumulative frequency. Now, children, let me tell you how will you find the cumulative frequency. Now, children, for the first class, your cumulative frequency will be same, that is 7. Now, when you want to find for the another one, now you will add the previous frequency with the frequency of that class. So it will be 11 plus 7, that is 18. Okay. Now, children, let's find the cumulative frequency of 12 to 18. So now, children, you have to add all the two frequency of the previous class plus 8. Okay. That is 7 plus 11 plus 8. That will be 26. Okay, children. Fine. Now, next you have to find the frequency, cumulative frequency of the class 8 to 24. Now, children, you have to add all the previous frequency with the frequency of that class. And here you will get 40. Okay, so the cumulative frequency is 40. And in the last one, you will get to add all the frequencies. Your answer is 52. Or you can do directly like this. The first one is 7. Then add the next frequency 11 plus 7, 18. Next is 18 plus 8, 26. 26 plus 14, 40. The last one is 40 plus 12, 52. So now children, this is your cumulative frequency. I hope children you are clear with how to make the cumulative frequency table. So now this is done for today's lesson. Now these questions you have to do as your homework. And now children, we have already covered question number 8, 10, 14 and 17 in the assignment. And you are only required to do the following questions in your register. Question number 10, 12, 13 and 15. Thank you, students.